rank play be rank play and let the Call of Duty League be the Call of Duty League. Black Ops 6 rank play does try to stay parallel to the actual Call of Duty League for the most part, but this is getting a little extreme. Let's have a conversation about it though. Let us know where you stand. Do you think things are valid or do you think it's overkill? If this is your first time here, welcome. Any of our returning, welcome back. Feel free to light up the comment section as we go along. Now, let's go over some numbers here. I'm gonna try my best not to overwhelm you guys with the numbers. And a lot of these numbers are estimates, not necessarily any exact numbers, so bear with me here. So in the Call of Duty League, there are 12 teams. Each team has a minimum of 7 players and a maximum of 10 players. But just to simplify these numbers a little bit, let's say each team has 5 players. They're starting 4 and 1 substitute player. So that'll leave 60 players in the Call of Duty League. According to activeplayer.io, in the last 30 days, Black Ops 6 is averaging about 275,000 users. Rank play has a lower number than this. Again, bear with me here. I'm trying not to do too much with the numbers, but numbers do play a significant part in my stance here. Now again, with all the research I was able to do and some educated guessing here, there is no surefire way to know the exact player numbers, but according to recent data, the number of players actively participating in Black Ops 6 rank play is a good bit lower than recent Call of Duty titles, with estimates suggesting only a fraction of the overall player base engages in rank play matches. But it is considered to be in the tens of thousands range based on reports. Now let's just throw the number 20,000 out there to represent ranked players across all platforms, console and PC. So the percentage of CDL players compared to ranked play players is quite small. Call of Duty League players make up approximately 0.009% of the Call of Duty player base. That's literally less than 1%. Now let's pivot over to the NBA so I can make a comparison here. The number of players in the NBA varies from year to year, but generally hovers around 500 to 560. This is because of league policies and team management strategies. That being said, there are 30 teams in the NBA. That is a very small percentage of basketball players that are clearly just the best in the world, just like the Call of Duty League. Obviously, the Call of Duty League has the best Call of Duty players in the world. So what am I trying to get at here? I understand Black Ops 6 rank play is supposed to be competitive and it's clearly listed under the CDL rule set. But in some updates this week, we've gotten some more restrictions and GAs. Let's talk about the Jackal PDW situation because this was a big one for the community. In Black Ops 6 rank play, several attachments for the Jackal were banned or GA'd to balance the weapon's performance. Specifically, the game twist barrel was the only allowed barrel and all muzzles and fire mods were banned. So the term GA means gentleman's agreement, by the way. The pro players come to an agreement as gentlemen and establishes that this is what's going to happen going forward.
So do we have a deal?
Deal.
These attachments were banned because they significantly reduced recoil and extended the Jackal PDW's damage range, making it overly competitive with assault rifles at medium ranges. The goal was to ensure fair play and maintain a balanced meta in ranked matches. I will say, I did notice a good bit of recoil with the Jackal after this latest patch, but it's not that bad. So Nerves, why are you complaining? Let me explain myself. I just think it's a little bit extreme that we have to play just like the Call of Duty League pros. We are in 2 completely different wheelhouses here. They are literally less than 1% of the Call of Duty player base, and they play for life-changing money, so I do think they need to have anything in place possible for them to be able to make sure things are as fair as possible. We're playing for freaking SR and bragging rights. I think we should have a little bit more grace. The KSV was restricted earlier this week as well, which was a weapon that I didn't think was very overpowered at all, as well as a couple more weapons. No, I'm not saying I want shotguns, LMGs, claymores, and all of that silly shit in rank play. I'm not even saying we should be able to use every other AR or SMG in the game, because yes, it is rank play and things should still be competitive. My take is we shouldn't have to play just like we are in the Call of Duty League, because we are not parallel to them whatsoever. So let's go back to the basketball numbers that I spoke about a second ago. So I work at an LA Fitness commercial gym. We all know what this gym is for the most part, and sometimes we like to play basketball. For more context here, I live in Chicago, Illinois, and there are supposed to be around 60 to 70 LA Fitness gyms in Illinois. Larger gym chains like LA Fitness typically have around 4,000 members per location, but let's say only 1,000 members likes to take advantage of the basketball courts. So approximately 60,000 hoopers at LA Fitness in Illinois, a staggeringly higher number than the numbers in the NBA. Imagine if LA Fitness was telling us we had to play at the NBA three-point line because
that's what the pros are doing, bro.
In the NBA, the three-point line is around 24 feet from the basket at the top of the key. Many LA Fitness locations' three-point lines are 22 feet away from the basket at the top of the key. That doesn't sound like a lot, but it is definitely noticeable. And this would be ridiculous if it was being enforced. And just listen to how silly that sounds.
I understand you're playing a pickup game, but in the NBA, they do things like this, so you should do it just like this too.
That shit just sounds stupid. That's exactly how the system is in rank play versus the Call of Duty League. Obviously, some things will be the same in the pros and the non-pros. For example, you have to use an AR or a submachine gun in the Call of Duty League, and in the NBA, you don't want to walk on the court with sandals and Timberland boots.
That's the dumbest thing you could have said. What are you, an idiot?
But some things should be left up there in that top 1%, mainly because of money in my opinion. We're in LA Fitness hooping just for fun and maybe some bragging rights, and we're playing ranked play in Black Ops 6 for some SR, some fun, and some bragging rights. A staggering majority of ranked players are not making a penny off of this shit, so I think we should get some grace. Now, one thing that I think can be a solution is a CDL playlist. I don't know if you guys remember Modern Warfare 19, there was no rank play, but there was a CDL playlist. Essentially just CDL rules in a public match. I think it was cool, but it didn't quite give off that feel that you were playing towards something. I was thinking that that can be an option, but the developers can hardly keep up with this one rank playlist that we have now. Games crashing when calling in streaks, games crashing in the lobby now as of recent, so I know this will not be feasible. But ultimately, I think that's just incompetency. But what I'm getting at with this is if rank play had to be so restrictive like the Pro League, give us another mode or something, man. We shouldn't have to play 8s in a private match with our friends because we're tired of using the same 2 weapons. What's your take on all this though? Do you think we should have some grace when it comes to Black Ops 6 rank play or any Call of Duty rank play headed our way in the future? Or do you think we should be playing just like the pros? Let us know down below. Consider subbing and watch a couple more videos if you dug this one. I'll catch you all on the next one.